If you're a fan of comic books or were a fan of comic books in the 90s, you are probably familiar with Malibu Comics. Malibu Comics was one of those kind of Image Comics rip-offs, and now you might see them in a quarter bin at a comic store or at a convention. I mean, I've seen literally long boxes and long boxes of Malibu Comics that people can't even give away because they're, to be honest, not good. And they made so many of them, so there's just such a overstock of those. There's such a huge supply of those, and not much demand. But this is a cool figure. This is the Ultra Force Nightman, the Ultra Hero, number 20, whatever that means, from the hit TV and comic book series. He's got a firing skybolt grappling hook. Interestingly, this is made by Galoob, who's known for making mostly Micro Machines, but they also made Golden Girls, and they had some other toy lines as well. See, a lot going on here. Kind of shows you how to do his thing. Prime, he was sort of like the face of Malibu Comics. This is actually a pretty cool line. I've never owned one of these, but that Ghoul figure is really cool, and that Enemy figure is really cool also. I mean, it's obviously kind of an Aliens ripoff, but prototype's not bad. Athlon has a cool little helper there. There's a bike. There's a Rage Rover. So you get the 1995 Galoob, Malibu Comics, Ultra Force. So they were just like a superhero team. And there's Johnny Domino, I guess is his actual name. But yeah, if you ever want any Malibu Comics, I'm sure you can find literally hundreds of them for very cheap. And actually, before I open this, I should mention that I got this from Zombie Sailor. And interestingly, this is my first Zombie Sailor purchase. If you're not familiar, he's a seller on Instagram and has some unreal items for sale. I mean, Case Fresh, Masters Universe, Bucky O'Hare, a lot of the WWF figures, Ninja Turtles, Beetlejuice, RoboCop, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, there's some of the stuff there that he sells, and it's just pretty amazing how he gets some of that stuff. But yeah, so interestingly, what I get from him is an Ultra Force Nightman figure for $5. But hey, that's what I can afford, and obviously it's for the YouTube channel, so you know I'm not going to go buy a $100 Case Fresh mint figure and then open it. And even the carded stuff that I do collect, I try to find stuff that's a little banged up so that I can get it for a decent price. And I think I just cut myself. It hurts. I don't know. So this guy's been sitting there in his prison for 22 years. He needs to go fight Enemy and that Ghoul and some of those other bad guys. Lots of Chrome. The Chrome was very popular amongst Malibu Comics and some of their other. There's Malibu, and there was what can I think of it? Valiant. Valiant was the another big one of that era. So let's see. Here. It's taped in there. I feel like this is a figure that you would still find at a comic book store. It's literally been sitting on a shelf since 1995, and they just can't seem to get rid of it, and nobody wants it unless there's some weirdo like me who wants to have obscure figures open for our YouTube channel. There we go. String is taped on. All right. So here's the Nightman. The likeness is kind of a little odd. I don't know if he's supposed to look weird like that, but There's some decent articulation. The elbows and the knees and the legs. I don't think the waist is articulated. And his cape is pretty cool. It's not a bad looking cape. It's got the holes in it and things like that. So then he's got this missile launcher. A firing skybolt grappling hook, I should say. And I like the instructions. Attach cape the figure is shown, as if you couldn't figure it out and it was already actually attached. Attach launcher to either hand. Insert grappling hook into launcher, adjust shoulder to aim, then press trigger to fire. So, in case you're just like a moron, they have instructions for you. Let's see here. I'm gonna think of. I don't even know if I've ever read one of these comics. Maybe next time I'm at the comic book store, I'll look through their dollar bin and see if I can locate one. Let's see if this guy works. Yeah, that works. So he can grapple up here. He can grapple up Castle Grayskull, and I guess he, kind of climbs up there and he can fight some Sectors or Invisible Woman or something like that until we get some of those other figures. I would definitely like to get that Ghoul and that Enemy. Those are pretty cool. But yeah, I'm not going to talk too much more about this guy. There's nothing really interesting there. Don't forget to save your Ultra points. You can mail those in for fabulous prizes.